caution here today. Now, I know I've never really been a big fan of rules. I've always been kind of the guy to break them. I don't like rules very much. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I also don't like when people get hurt. And like see, here's the thing, my whole goal for today is for all of us to have as much fun as humanly possible. But in order to have fun, we gotta be safe. So with that being said, there's 3 very important rules that we need to follow here this afternoon. He wants me to go for a ride. I wish I could, bro. What do you say I do that tonight? What do you say? You know what? I will later on. Hang on a second. Well, he doesn't want me to go for a ride. He wants y'all to go for a ride. Don't forget, ride truck tickets are available in the merchandise trailer right now. It's all throughout today's competition. But like I was saying before, rule number 1, because this track is the way that it is, you see this fence that goes along the front stretch here, this big brown fence over on this side. Over on that side, there's white caution tape, and over here, there's a brown fence. For those of you fans that are over here on this side, we ask that you please stay in your seats when there's monster trucks on the track or quads on the track. And on this side, we ask that you please stay back behind the white caution tape. 1 second. Anyway, so once again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are on the hillside, we ask that you stay back behind that white caution tape. You can go up to the tape and watch from there. That's totally fine. All we ask is that you please, for your safety, stay back behind the white caution tape. And for you fans over here, because y'all are kind of closer to the track, we ask that you stay seated. We definitely don't want anybody getting hurt. Safety is and always will be our #1 concern. Rule number 2, smoking and vaping of any kind is prohibited in our grandstand area here today. That is both a Renegade rule as well as a Anne Arundel County Fair rule. Smoking and vaping of any kind is prohibited in our grandstand area here today. Now, rule number 3 is a rule that I made up myself. I call it the Corbin rule, but it's one word: participation. Ladies and gentlemen, your participation today, you're screaming, cheering, clapping your hands, stomping your feet, waving your checkered flags all around, getting loud, having fun. That is 100% what fuels all the action out here on this track today. If you guys aren't having fun, I'm not having fun, these drivers aren't having fun, and like I said, that's my whole goal for today, is for all of us to have as much fun as humanly possible. And speaking of fun, don't forget, monster truck fans, as I was just saying, we are selling ride truck tickets right now in our merchandise trailer. So make sure you stop on by, get yourself a ride truck ticket. That's happening after our competition is over here. Those are available in a merchandise trailer, along with our I Survived a Ride in a monster truck $40 combo deal. That's pretty cool. Gets you a ride and a shirt. And again, that is the I Survived a Ride in a monster truck t-shirt. Well, monster truck fans, we are going to start Renegade trackside off by talking to the one, the only, Preston Perez, the driver of Velociraptor. Now, Preston, here's the thing, man. So far, you got 1 overall event championship so far this season. Last week in Gaithersburg, though, man, you rocked the house. There's actually a really cool picture on social media of you in that Velociraptor truck, balancing the truck on 1 tire, dude. What goes through your head when you're doing stuff like that?
I really don't think about what I'm doing most of the time. You know, I just get in there, drive my eyes closed, and see what happens.
Well, there you go. A little bit of luck, a little bit, that's what it's all about, driving these big, bad monster trucks. Now, you've been here before in different trucks, but now you're driving for Team Throttle Monster in the Velociraptor, one of the most iconic 3D monster trucks in the world. I gotta ask you, how cool is it to represent a great company like Team Throttle Monster, one of the biggest, baddest companies in monster trucks?
Definitely is really cool. Like you said, Team Throttle Monster is one of the premier monster truck teams out today. We got a lot of active running trucks, even on the Monster Jam circuit. We're out here running the Renegade Tour, one of the best tours on the circuit, let me tell you. And we're here, we're going to do 3 big shows here in Crownsville, and you guys are going to see those trucks be as clean as they get right now, because we're going to tear it up here on the track.
There you go, Preston. I want to wish you the absolute best of luck, monster truck fans. How about it for Preston Perez, the Velociraptor? Bring in the Hurricane here to Crownsville. I'm talking about the man who last year had some demons on this track, but he's back with a brand new ride, ready to kind of redeem himself a little bit, shall we say. You know, redemption maybe. I'm talking about Stephen Thompson, the driver of Hurricane Force. Now, Stephen, here's the thing, man. You left last year with a broken truck, but now you're back, brand new ride, ready to wipe the slate clean. I gotta ask you, man, how cool is it being back here in Crownsville?
Oh, it's always good to come back here. You know, last year it was super hot, man. These crowds, they were sitting out here supporting us. Hats off to those guys. But you know what? It's a new year. We got new parts under this thing. We're good to go. You know, we got a good mindset. We're good this year. You know, we went through this truck thing, this whole week to make sure it was good to rock this place out. You know what? We're here in Maryland. It's only an hour and a half away from our house. We're here to have a good time and put on a great show.
That's right, you are here in the great state of Maryland. You're from right down the road in Hagerstown. How cool was it representing your home state of Maryland, dude? That's gotta feel good.
Oh, always. You know, it's great to be here in the home state, no matter where you are. You know, we've been all over the country. We've been all over the world, really. But, you know, nothing beats being back here in Maryland. And, you know, what better way to do it than right here in Maryland?
There you go, Steven. Best of luck to you, man. Hopefully you can get yourself a championship win here this afternoon. Monster Truck fans, do we have any Hurricane Force fans in the house here today in Crownsville? We talked to one dinosaur of destruction, Preston Perez in Velocity, but let's talk to the other member of that dinosaur duo from Team Throttle Monster. I'm talking about Preston Collins, the driver of the Triceratops of Terror Jurassic Attack. Preston, first of all, man, you've been all over the monster truck industry as of late, but you have been rocking the house here on the Renegade Tour as of late, man. I gotta ask you, going into this afternoon here in Crownsville, what goes through your head when you look at the truck like this, man?
Well, we're just gonna come out here and have fun. It's like I tell you every week, it's not about us and the trucks, it's about these fans that pay their hard-earned money to come see us perform, and we're gonna give them a hell of a show.
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait to watch you rock the house, man. Now, you got your eyes set on a track like this. I watch you do unspeakable things in that Jurassic Attack monster truck. But looking at this track here, what kind of things can they expect on this track here from Jurassic Attack?
Well, we've got a lot of room to work with, kind of. So it's not very wide, but it's a long track. So you'll definitely see a lot of speed and hopefully a lot of air, and maybe you'll see a slap wheel.
We'll see, monster truck fans. How about it for Preston Collins, Jurassic Attack? Another Maryland native ready to rock and roll here in Crownsville. Another Hagerstown native, just like Mr. Stephen Thompson here. RJ Turner is in the house, the driver of that awesome big bad War Wizard. A brand new paint job for 2026, man. I'm gonna ask you, what the new paint? How are you liking this new paint job, man?
I kind of had mixed about it when we first did this. It was kind of my sister's idea to do this for a special event that we got to go be a part of at the Indiana Convention Center, or PRI. Kind of a big deal for anybody in the racing industry. So she decided she wanted to come up with a different race scheme than we had before. And it seems to be a pretty big hit so far.
Well, I gotta tell you, RJ, I've seen that War Wizard truck even as a kid growing up with all kinds of different paint jobs. I've never seen anything like this where this is a brand new, unique paint scheme for this year. But I know, as awesome as it looks, you're not afraid to get that thing dirty, dude. I know that firsthand, trust me. What kind of things can the fans expect from War Wizard on this track here in Crownsville today? Hopefully we don't get sprayed. Oh my goodness. Don't spray me, guys. Anyway, RJ, we're nice and dry here. This track is getting a little bit wet. What can we expect from War Wizard and Freestyle here?
Oh, we might try a couple of those things, depending on how the track is. If any keep wetting this thing out here, it's going to get really slick. But, you know, we'll get some big air. There's plenty of room to be able to do that. You know, there's still a tight defined area to move one of these around. But we're going to do the best we can out here.
There you go. I want to wish you the absolute best of luck, monster truck fans. Make some noise for him. It's RJ Turner in the War Wizard. Monster Truck fans, nothing beats a classic. And when you go in the history books of monster truck racing, you see the big blue Ford right down there. The legendary Dale Wilson, for over 30 years, has rocked the house in that truck. And now this crazy guy out of Fairfax, Virginia, has taken the reins of it, made the truck all his own. I'm talking about Cliff Fowler, the driver of the one and only Virginia Giant. Now, Cliff, here's the thing. You've been to this track before, man. How cool is it to be back here in front of this awesome crowd here in Crownsville?
Actually, cool is the right word. Usually this show is held in late summer, and it's extremely hot out here, so at least we got some good weather tonight. And like RJ said, if Zane can keep himself from watering the track too much, this is actually some pretty good conditions.
I tell you what, there are some good conditions, and I tell you what, it is perfect weather for monster truck racing out here. And it's good weather for all these fans, you and me. I gotta ask you, what can these fans expect from Virginia Giant today in monster truck freestyle today?
Well, freestyle, we do have a pretty nice jump down there. I took a look at it real quick. I think that'll get knocked down pretty quick during freestyle, and it'll make a punching pad. We don't have a lot of room to work with here, so really it's going to be a surprise on what we would do.
There you go, monster truck fans. How about it for Cliff Fowler? He is the Virginia Giant. Cliff, best of luck to you, man. Always a blast working with you. Hope you can rock the house out here today. Monster truck fans, one more time for your monster truck superstars. What's up, Crownsville? Oh yeah, Crownsville, Maryland. Are we ready to have some fun today? No, I know Crownsville. I've been here before. I know y'all can get louder than that. I said, are you ready to have some fun today? Oh, that is so much better. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Anne Arundel County Fair, and welcome to Renegade Monster Trucks, brought to you by JCB Stevenson. My name is Chaos Corbin Hurley, and right now, I'm here to tell you about the craziness, the carnage, the absolute destruction that we're about to witness on this track here this afternoon. This is what I call our Renegade Rundown. You see, monster truck fans, we got so many cool things happening on this track today. Crownsville, I gotta ask, do we have any fans of Quad Wars racing here today? I thought that'd be your answer. That's why we brought two of the biggest, loudest, fastest, craziest Quad Wars teams on the planet right here to Crownsville, Maryland, courtesy of our friends at Quad Star Racing. Team Maryland taking on Team New York. Epic showdown right here at the Anne Arundel County Fair. It's going to be bar bashing, straight up, fast, crazy Quad Wars action. It's going to be a blast out here today. But I know what y'all came to see. I know what I came to see. How many fans want to see some monster trucks? Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we brought to you stars of the field of 5. That's right, 5 monster trucks out here to the Anne Arundel County Fair. There's going to be 4 different competitions for our monster trucks today. And check this out. 3 of those 4 are going to be scored and judged by each and every one of you guys. And here's how this is going to work. After each competition is over, we're going to run each one of these monster trucks. And based off of your noise and your applause that you make for that truck, that determines who gets the win here in each competition. So, our first competition is going to be our monster truck 2-wheel skills competition. Who wants to see a 2-wheel skills competition? Well, that's going to be the first contest here today. Going to be our monster truck 2-wheel skills competition. For each one of our monster trucks to come out here and get 2 chances to give you their best 2-wheel tricks on the track. Now, I'm talking about anything from wheelies to stoppies to moonwalks, poppers, you name it. They can do it on this track. But it's all up to you guys to determine who had the craziest, sickest, gnarliest 2-wheel moves on this track here today. Now, I gotta ask you another question here, Crownsville. Who here likes donuts? Anybody? Oh, I love donuts, man. I like the glazed donuts, the frosted donuts. I'm a New Yorker, so like they got some big donuts where I'm from. I love donuts, man. But here's the thing. I'm not talking about those donuts. No, I'm not. I'm talking about the kind of donuts where you get in your monster truck and you spin, spin, spin as fast as you can. Who wants to see that happen? Alright. Well, that's going to be our second contest here today, our Monster Truck Donut Competition, where each one of our drivers will go out here one at a time and get the chance to spin that truck as fast, as long, and as crazy as possible. But here's the best part, just like our two-wheel skills competition, it's up to you guys to determine who won the donut competition. Now, that leads us to competition number 3 for our monster trucks today. How many folks want to see some good old-fashioned time trials monster truck racing? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we brought to you a wicked time trials monster truck racing course we'll talk about later on here today. But in time trials racing, each driver will come out here and get a chance to complete this obstacle course in the fastest amount of time. They got some tight turns out here, ladies and gentlemen, so it's all about acceleration. It's all about how fast you can nail those turns and how accurate you can be hitting those turns here in monster truck racing. Now, each driver is going to get 2 cracks at it, so if you don't like your first time, just come out here and try and redeem yourself in round number 2. But whoever has the fastest time by the end of round 2 will go home today with a racing victory. But I know we said we had 4 competitions. I know what y'all really came to see. What they came to do, who wants to see some monster truck freestyle? Well, ladies and gentlemen, freestyle is my favorite competition of the day. People ask me all the time, what's the big deal about freestyle, man? Why is it your favorite? Why is it like best for last? I'll tell you. It's no rules, no time limit. Anything goes. These drivers can do literally whatever they want on this track. And I'm talking about anything and everything on this track is fair game. But here's the catch. Everything that they do is scored by you, the Renegade Monster Truck fans. And the driver that's most consistent in each one of those competitions will go home with the big prize, and that's that big Renegade overall event championship checkered flag right there. Our current overall event winner is Toxic, and he's not even here. So it's going to be anyone's game here today. Someone's going home with that checkered flag. It's going to happen right here in Crownsville. But before it does, I ask you one final question. Crownsville, Maryland, who's ready for Renegade Monster Truck?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're about to experience carnage, insanity, destruction, and all-out mayhem like you've never seen before. Prepare to feel the ground shake as massive 10,000-pound, 1,500 horsepower fire-breathing machines of destruction come to life. The best drivers on the planet. Massive mechanical monsters. All about to unleash pure chaos. Gravity will be defied. History will be made. Champions will be crowned. And thundering power will be on full display. The louder you get, the bigger they go. Now, the time has come. Raise those checkered flags.
Are cool, but I gotta know who's ready to be your monster truck. We're gonna start with one half of that awesome dinosaur duo out of Team Throttle Monster. This driver hails from Camden, South Carolina, and behind the wheel of over 20 different monster trucks in his career, and now he's behind the wheel of that big bad blue dinosaur of destruction. From Camden, South Carolina, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Preston Perez Velociraptor! But you know he had to bring two dinosaurs to rock the house here in Crownsville. And this crazy guy coming to us also from Team Throttle Monster, the Triceratops of Terror, the Red Line Oil Dinosaur of Destruction from Liberty City, Texas. Put your hands together for Preston College Jurassic Attack! He's back! Behind the wheel is awesome looking monster truck, bringing the thundering power right here back to Crownsville, his home state of Maryland. Ladies and gentlemen, get loud for the one, the only, Stephen Thompson, Hurricane Ball! Speaking of Maryland natives, this guy also from right down the road in beautiful Hagerstown, Maryland. The man with a plan who's looking to drive the wheels off of his monster truck. The guy who's going to drive it like he's playing Grand Theft Auto. Make some noise for R.J. Turner in War Wizard! Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at one of the most legendary monster trucks on the planet today. The truck that's bringing old school cool right here to Crownsville. A three-time Third Nationals champion, and this truck for the last 30 years has been romping and stomping the monster truck circuit. He hails from Fairfax, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Cliff Vowell, Virginia! Giant! Monster truck fans, these are your monster truck competitors! Look at these monster trucks all day long, but you know something, Crownsville, I would much rather see them flying through the air, getting crazy out here. What do you guys think? Should we start our monster trucks right now? All right, well then here's the deal, Crownsville. I'm gonna need your help here. What we're gonna do is, I'm gonna get you started. We're gonna start at the number 10. No, wait. Here's the deal. I'm gonna start at 10. You guys gotta help me out here and count them down from 10 to 1, and then all of us together can give them those famous command words in motorsports, only this time, instead of gentlemen or ladies, it's Renegades, start your engines. How about a Crownsville? Can we do that? All right, get loud enough so they can hear us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get insane in 10, 9, Renegades, go! decide who won here in Crownsville. Like I said, it's going to be you guys determining who gets the win here in two-wheel skills. So let's find out who you guys think won. Who says the winner should be Hurricane Force? Who says the winner should be Velociraptor? Okay. Some Velociraptor fans. Who says it should be the Virginia Giant? Who says this should be Jurassic Attack? And who says this should be War Wizard? I think it's you. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is War Wizard! RJ Turner, War Wizard! RJ, congratulations, man. Your first trophy out here in Crownsville, the first competition of the weekend, and you got the skills win, brother. I gotta ask you, how cool is it to get that win first and foremost here in Crownsville?
Oh, it's definitely something. It definitely sets momentum for the rest of the weekend, as long as we can keep that bucket of bolts running. That's not exactly how I wanted to win. I kind of wanted to walk that out a little bit farther, but I think those blocks are a little bit steeper than what we're used to, and it's more of an abrupt hit. Maybe a little bit more dirt on the backside of that, and we can get them things where we can walk them all the way out, walk them back over the jump. You know, it's definitely going to get better as the weekend goes.
Well, you talk about how you want a little bit of more hang time on the front two tires like that. Check one. Is that a preview of what we can expect in freestyle today?
Oh, most definitely. But the thing's going to be that the more people hit that, the more dirt's going to come off the backside. So it's definitely going to be harder for us to get it to hop up like that. But as long as it's doable, we'll do it. There also is an issue with that concrete hitting the bottom of the 4-link bars or the cradle. We don't want to take a chance of ripping something out, especially very early on in the show. But it's definitely a preview. You know, we got Preston out here in the Velociraptor. You guys see him out there. He just sent that thing. That's definitely a preview of his freestyle. He's gonna be having get some gnarly air out there. So he's gonna be one to beat for this weekend.
There you go, RJ. Congratulations, man. Good luck to you as the event goes on here. Monster Truck fans, your two-wheel skills winner, RJ Turner in the War Wizard. Woo! Donuts! Are you ready? here for donuts. So, let's find out who won, man. Who thinks the winner should be Hurricane Force? Who says it should be Virginia Giant? Who says it should be Jurassic Attack? Who says it should be Velociraptor? And who says it should be the War Wizard? Oh boy, that's tough. That's real tough. As of right now, it's a tie between Velociraptor and Jurassic Attack, but I don't like ties, and I don't think y'all do either, so let's decide here. Who says it should be Velociraptor? Who says it should be Jurassic Attack? All right, fans, your winner, Jurassic Attack! with 21.76. Your winner is Velociraptor! Course of the track, and here he is! Let him hear you, Crownsville! Velociraptor! Preston Perez, my goodness, brother. I saw you a couple weeks ago take the entire event, overall event, in Old Washington, Ohio, and now here you are getting the racing victory on this gnarly course. I gotta ask you, man, 21.76. It's incredible. How'd you pull that off, man?
I don't know, man. I didn't even know I won. Honestly, I see Preston Collins, my teammate, come out here and lay down a burner pass. I'm like, the only thing I got to do to beat that is just not get in my head and stay on rails, man. And that's what happened, I guess.
Well, there you go, and I tell you one thing, that truck looks like it's running like a dream, man. I tell you what, them boys at Team Throttle Monster give you a terrific piece, but you still have one more competition left. And that's my favorite competition, that's Monster Truck Freestyle, dude. What can these fans expect from the big blue dinosaur in Freestyle?
Honestly, just come out here, have fun, man. You know, I've always wanted to do this. This has been a dream of mine since I was a little kid, and it don't matter where I'm at. Big shows, small shows, it doesn't matter. I'm out here living a dream, and I couldn't be here without God. I couldn't be here without my family. They're all here today, and you know, we're just getting started. Hopefully, you guys have a good show.
Dreams do come true. Ladies and gentlemen, your racing winner, make some noise for Preston Perez, Velociraptor! Who says this should be Velociraptor? Who says this should be Jurassic Attack? And who says this should be War Wizard? So fans, your freestyle winner and overall event winner is War Wizard! Your freestyle winner and overall event winner, RJ Turner in the War Wizard. How about it? RJ, I do believe this is your first overall event win of the 2026 season, and how cool is it to win it right here in Crownsville, dude? You're a home state of Maryland, and you won the big one.
Oh, it's awesome. You know, we worked pretty hard last year to try to get a couple of them, but it definitely means a lot more to be able to get it in close to your hometown. You know, we're only an hour and a half from here. You know, we made a lot of different changes to this truck this year, and this thing's feeling better than it ever has, and we're going to keep building our thing bigger and better, so we can hit whatever's out here, whatever they throw at us, we can hit as hard as we want. Because this thing is feeling so good right now.
Now, RJ, I understand that you're going to be signing autographs in the merchandise trailer right after this interview is done, dude. You and the other drivers that are out here. How cool would it be to see each and every one of your hometown fans in that merch trailer so you can sign all their stuff?
Oh, it's awesome. You know, we don't get to come out here at pit party. You know, we get everybody to come up and get to meet everybody at the merch booth. You know, we kind of hang out, we mingle a little bit here and there, but getting up close and personal, getting to meet everybody and sign whatever they have, it's definitely pretty cool.
There you go, RJ. Huge congratulations to you, man. Monster Truck fans, let me hear you one more time. RJ Turner in the War Wizard.